Welcome to David Crockett Birthplace State Park. David Crockett was a pioneer, politician, soldier, and a hero to the state of Tennessee. Join me as I walk you around this great state park campground. The David Crockett Campground has 88 campsites, which are located between here and here. So this is your main campground, and the rest of it is all part of just a regular state park. But they have 40 full hookup sites, which include water, electric, and sewer, which is awesome because many state parks aren't able to offer that. They have 30 sites that have water and electric only, and 18 are primitive tent sites with no hookups whatsoever on them. The campground is located on the Nolichucky River, which provides plenty of fishing. So as you can see from the map here, the river runs pretty much all the way through the park. There is also a swimming pool and a playground area that is located over in this area in the main state park area. So this is kind of where all the activities happen. Basically from here to here, there's plenty of hiking. Again, there's plenty of fishing over here. There's basketball courts, swimming pools, just tons of stuff to see and do, which is absolutely amazing. But getting back to the campground, they have several showers, they have a laundry facility, they have a camp store, plenty of stuff to offer on this part as well. The park covers 105 acres in total across the whole park. The park is preserved in the name of David Crockett, who died in March of 1836 at the Alamo in Texas. The Wi-Fi here is around 2 to 3 bars on both Verizon and AT&T, which is pretty much good for everything. We were able to stream without any issues. Now we'll take you on a tour and show you the rest of the park and everything this place has to offer. We love this place. So when you come into the park here at David Crockett Birthplace, you've got two ways you can go. You can go to the left, which is going to take you into the main park, and we'll cover more of that in just a few minutes. Or you can go to the right, which is going to take you into the campground, and that's the way we're going to go now. So you have two of these bathroom areas. There's one side for each, one for men, one for women. And there's also two of these on each side of the park. So you got one on the front side and one on the back side, but they have a shower, a sink, and a bathroom area in them. So basically one person would come in here, one person would go into the other. They also have a horseshoe area for anyone who wants to play that. So they do have this massive shower area at the first of the park. And this is a small park, so all this is easily accessible to walk into. But once you come in here, you see they've got your couple of bathroom styles. This is the man's side, and then in the back here are all a bunch of showers. So as you come in, and you got your showers, so you actually have doors on your showers, which I know for a lot of the ladies, including my wife, that's a very big deal. So a very nice shower house here. And then they also have two small ones, one at the front and one at the back, for additional shower houses that you can use as well. And they do have like a little get-together picnic area here with a barbecue. It's got some checkers, got a little library, some cornhole boards, and different stuff like that. And this is where the camp host is located. And another piece to add in up here is they have several rocking chairs, so you can go up here and sit back and relax and just people watch. And so there is a little campground store here. And this is also where you would come to check in at if you're staying in the campground. You can see they got some cool little stuff for sale. Nice little shirts, and of course if y'all know me, you see the ice cream, I will probably be leaving with one. So here's our campsite, guys. As you can see, we got a pretty good little lawn area over here. Good long site. Show you down the other side. And this is full hookups for a state park, which is absolutely incredible. Something you just do not see very often. So we've got the power, the water, and the sewer. And the one thing I'll point out the front here, as you can see, our RV is up pretty high. We've got it stacked up. These sites here do tend to slope downhill. So typically you got to get your front end up. One of the positives to our site is, as you can see where we were, and here is the Nolichucky River. So you get to see and hear this all day through your window, which for me is very peaceful. I like hearing and seeing it. So something else that this place offers that is kind of unusual is a laundry room. Have not seen that at a lot of state parks, but you come in, you got a couple of washers and dryers. As you can see here, the dryers are $2 per load. Here's a washer, and we're actually using the washers, but I can tell you they are $3 per load. So kind of pricey, but still a good benefit to have at a state park. So this is from the back side of the campground, and right here's a trash can. They've got a pet station right there. You got your tent sites to the back. Here is the other, I guess, showers, bathroom area, which is locked now because we're getting closer to the end of the season. There again is the laundry. Here you have the river, and then there you have us. And then this is just a view back down the back side of the campground. And so this is just kind of an overview of the campground, but back in this area, that is just more your primitive sites, or they've got water and electric on them. And then as you get over here, there's basically 4 rows that are all the front side is pull-through site, and then you got the back side that are back-in sites, and all these are pretty much full hookups that I can see. All right, so one of the first things you see as you're coming into the main part of the park is this little log cabin right here. And basically these are all replicas for what things would have looked like back in the time before this park was established, but you can kind of see they've got names for all of them. This one here is the Stone Cipher Cabin. But it's really neat that you get to see all this kind of stuff around here. And there's a bunch more down towards the back of the park. So here we have a playground for the kids and a swing set. And back here towards the back, if you can see that little brown sign, is some of the trailheads where they start out at. And then here you got plenty of parking. And one of the things I do want to mention, and something to always remember about Tennessee, is all state and national parks in Tennessee are always free entry. So you can come for any kind of day use and use them at free will for free. And here's one of the picnic areas, these little sheds that you can reserve. And then over here, they've got a little volleyball net. So here is their pool area. So this is just a building where everything is housed. And they do have concessions here when the pool is open. Obviously, it's getting colder, so the pool is now closed. Here's you a half shot of the pool, just so you can see what it looks like when it's full. And here is their basketball court. Right now it's got a little bit of water on it because it's been raining forever. But one of the things I want to show is look at all this open area. And we love this because of the dogs. We're able to bring them down here, let them run and play, do pretty much whatever they want to. And this park is just full of open area for all the animals, and they encourage you to let them out and let them run and let them play here. And here we have the visitor center for the David Crockett Birthplace Historic Site. And here we got a little memorial to David Crockett's brother. And here we actually have the Visitors Museum. So when this is open, and unfortunately today it's not, so I'm not going to be able to go in, but they've got all kinds of different stuff you can go in here and see and view, and just stuff from back in the time and era David Crockett was actually here. Kind of show you a preview. Like here's a hatchet. Hopefully at some point I can get in there and get some pictures of it, but if not, at least you know it's here. So now we are actually entering the Crockett homestead, and this is actually back towards the back part of the park. And they've got a little memorial here that I always like to see when I'm here. So as you can see on the outside here, it's got all the states listed. Just going around, they got different plaques for every state on there. And here is the memorial to David Crockett. And as soon as you get here, you can already start seeing some of the setup of the stuff they have here. And all the stuff is replica stuff. None of the stuff is the normal stuff that was here, but it's still pretty cool that they show you how all this stuff works, and they do, you know, different activities and stuff with it, and you're able to interact with all this stuff to see how times really were back then. So here's some of their working livestock that they have. You see the sheep there. They've got the donkeys, and the donkeys are actually very friendly. There you go. As you can see, very nice. You want to sniff the camera? This is really cool, and especially for the kids, which for me, I love animals, so it's really cool for me too. But for the kids, this is amazing to be able to come back here and interact with the livestock like this. So you see more of the log kind of style built stuff all the way down through here. They've got fire pits, little outbuildings, and this little area here, when the park is in full swing, they actually have chickens, and I think they have goats and a couple other things in there as well. Little corn storage area. But this here is kind of the heart of everything. This is considered the David Crockett homestead. And again, this is a replica, so this is not his real homestead. But on the weekend, they actually have people who come and they teach you all about this stuff. You can actually go in and tour the area. And I will try to get a view inside and show what I can. But it is just really cool how they got this stuff set up. You can see the working gardens that they have here during the year. It's just amazing. I mean, it's very well worth the visit. So here's another area where they do some meetup, and here you get back into all the clear-cut trails that they have. They have miles and miles of trails here. It is actually really, really cool. But you can go back and walk all this stuff, and then here they've actually got signs that kind of pointing to where this stuff's going. So it's basically saying Jonesboro's that way, Greenville's that way. So it's really cool stuff. They do have another bathroom back here if you need to use a restroom while you're back in the area. And then down here towards the bottom is the boat ramp and river, and that is where we will end the video. All right, so now we are down here at the dock, and as you can see the river behind me. So I wanted to close this video up by saying we highly recommend coming to this place. We have had an absolutely fabulous time. We actually just booked another week out here just because we did like it so much. But if you're looking for a good place for your animals, for your kids, or just a good quiet place to come and hang out, if you're adults by yourself or whatever the case may be, then this is probably a good place for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you haven't, I invite you to subscribe down below, leave us a comment, let us know what you think about the video, and hit that like button for us and help get this video pushed out. All right, thank y'all. Bye.